Hi, I'm Mark Heath from Hyperbarics, and today I'm going to talk you through the different components within our hyperbaric chamber system. Whilst our chambers do vary in size and rated pressure, all of the components that we supply are the same and standard. So, firstly, this is our air compressor. This is a 72 litre a minute air compressor. It's got carbon filtration on both of the inlets, and it's also fitted with an integral air dryer system which controls the temperature and humidity during the session. This feeds directly into the back of the chamber via a push fitting. Then over here we have our oxygen generator. So the oxygen generator uses molecular sieve technology to generate 96%, give or take 3%, high purity oxygen. This delivers it into the back of a push fitting on the back of the chamber and then directly to the user via an oxygen mask inside the chamber. And then finally, we've got the chamber itself. So this model is probably our most popular model. This is our S22. This is rated at 1.4 ATA. All of our chambers run off a standard 240 volt sockets. You'll require two sockets, one for the compressor and one for the oxygen concentrator. In terms of power use, it's extremely low power. So this setup itself uses around 1300 watts, and that will equate to, with today's prices, around 38 pence a session. Now we've got the chamber inflated, we're going to discuss some of the features around the chamber capsule. So the chamber capsule is made from a highly engineered thermoplastic polyurethane material. It's extremely robust, and these units are actually tested for 30 hours under pressure in an ISO accredited factory before they're even dispatched to us here. Every machine is fitted with a cotton cover. The cotton cover is high strength and serves two purposes. It's an additional level of protection, and it also provides protection from dust when the chamber's not in use. Now we're going to discuss the roll bars. So the yellow roll bars that you'll see fitted to all of our chambers, they do vary in size. The main purpose of the roll bars is to maintain stability of the chamber during therapy sessions. It also keeps the chamber upright and prevents rocking during the sessions. So on the first chamber that I purchased for myself, I had limited windows. There was a very small window on each side of the chamber, and it really didn't give a great field of view outside. One of the things that I was quite keen to do when we designed these chambers is have windows across both sides and a large viewing portal on the top of the chamber. This has got excellent feedback from all the clients who use it, and even people who are slightly claustrophobic have found massive benefits because they're able to see outside the chamber and feel a lot more comfortable during the session. The next component we're going to discuss is the pressure gauges. Pressure gauges are installed on the inside and on the outside of the chamber. This particular chamber has a rated pressure of 1.4 ATA or 5.5 PSI. Hyperbaric pressure is typically dosed in ATA. A person living at sea level is at 1 atmosphere of air pressure, absolute ATA. This can be expressed as 14.7 PSI of air pressure. ATA is our starting pressure when referring to HBAR and represents the normal atmospheric pressure at sea level. For every 33 feet of seawater, or approximately 10 meters of seawater pressure, we're effectively adding another atmosphere of pressure, or 14.7 PSI. Therefore, when a hyperbaric pressure of 2 ATA is administered, the pressure dosage is equivalent to double atmosphere, 14.7 PSI, or 33 feet of seawater. Typically, hyperbaric pressures in both private centres and clinics are generally below 2 ATA. This chamber in particular is rated at 1.4 ATA, which is the equivalent to 13.2 feet of seawater pressure, or approximately 4 metres. The next component we're going to discuss is the pressure control knob. We have the same control installed on the inside and the outside of the chamber. And what this does is it allows either the user or the external operator to control the pressurization and the depressurization sequence and timing. The next component we're going to discuss are the pressure relief valves. All of our chambers offer a triple redundancy safety system. A key part of this are the two pressure relief valves. These are calibrated, preset and tested to the pressure rating of the chamber, in this case 1.4 ATA. When the compressor has filled the chamber with air and it has reached pressure, these valves will open, providing a constant flow of air from atmosphere through the chamber whilst maintaining the pressure. The next component we're going to look at is the third part of the triple redundancy safety system. This is a calibrated safety relief valve, very similar to the two that we have on the front. However, the pressure is different. This is rated at 1.5 ATA. And the idea behind this additional safety fallback, if both of the valves had failed on the front, then the chamber would reach 1.5 ATA, the pressure would release from the chamber, and it would produce an audible sound, so the user knew that both of those valves had failed. We haven't had one fail yet, but again, it's just important to have the additional control, additional safety features on the chamber. So the next part of the chamber, very critical part of the chamber, is the zips. The chamber is fitted with a triple zip system, extremely heavy duty zips with a rubber seal that sits in the middle. There are pull cords attached to each of the zips, and what this does is it allows the operator from inside the chamber to operate the zips, and it also allows the zips to be opened and closed from the outside of the chamber as well. The next part of the chamber we're going to discuss are the components inside. So we can see now that this chamber is deflated, but it's holding its shape very well. There's plenty of room to fit in, sit down and move around. And the reason for this is we have a stainless steel frame. This is the same with all of our chambers. The stainless steel frame is installed inside the chamber, and it's fitted together with easy fix plastic connectors. The next component inside the chamber is the control knob. So this is identical to the one that we've got outside, and what it allows people to do, so users actually undergoing a session can control the depressurization and pressurization time. The next component is a pressure gauge, and again, this is the same as what we have on the outside, and it allows the user to monitor the pressure during the session. The next component we're going to discuss is the pressure relief button. This is actually the inside of the 1.5 ATA pressure relief valve that we discussed when we were talking through the external components. Essentially, this is to be used in emergency. So if the user inside has some sort of emergency, needs to get out and depressurize quickly, they can press the button, hold, and the air will release from the chamber. Okay, so sticking with the inside of the chamber, the component that you can see on the left-hand side is a diffuser and silencer. And what that does is it diffuses the air coming in from the air compressor, and it also silences the air as well, which makes for a much more comfortable session. The component on the right is the input directly from the oxygen generator. So here we have a standard fitting that fits most oxygen masks, and the user can just come in, they clip straight onto that fitting and receive direct feed from the oxygen generator. All of our chambers come with a memory foam mattress. It's an antibacterial memory foam mattress with a cotton and bamboo cover. This allows it to be wiped clean for hygiene. This particular model is a recline chamber, so it offers two options. You can have the therapy lying down, or you can use a reclined seat. So for the reclined seats, we have a number of options, but this one tends to be our most popular. This reclines into 7 positions. It's got a lumbar support, and it's also got an armrest. And again, great feedback that we get from this is people like the armrest because they can rest their elbows on whilst they're using the phone during therapy sessions. Okay, so that covers all of the components within our Hyperbaric oxygen chamber system. If you have any questions whatsoever, please don't hesitate to get in touch.